Yo, 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 what's going on? It's Terrell, Hall of Fame, D-Line, TBKC, and all that sweet, beautiful, wonderful shit. Joint fusion. Huh. You're seeing it a lot. A lot of the movements that you see that you feel like is off when you're watching these dogs and they wobble and they have a multitude of different issues as they move is joint fusion. There are many veterinarians and other scientists who look into joint fusion in dwarfs and other like sometimes ancestral places where the lines are too the bloodlines are too tight because it's actually happened in people and it happens in animals a lot. What happens is of course you have deformities, right? And with these deformities, we've seen a lot of these dogs with these very close eyes now. We've seen different things with the head go on. We've seen the very, very long backs. We've seen the overextension of the chest. Well, we are built as machines just like a dog is. The proportions are the way that they are, not for your looks, it's for function. And if you look at the way that a human being is built, it's like a math equation that flows very well. This is why you can see people run as fast as they do and cut and change. It's a machine. It's the same way with a good dog. You can take him out running, he change direction, whatever the case may be. But when you start making, okay, I'm going to make the forearms, which we see a lot of, shorter, you're throwing off the dimensions of that machine. Therefore, if the joints did bend the way that they did when the dimensions were properly, you're pretty much guaranteeing a ACL, CCL, a major ligament, or possibly other like meniscus damage to the knee joints. We were seeing this a lot about 7 or 8 years ago. It seemed like every dog was walking around with a limp because they kept tearing their CCLs. Now, if you look at it, you have a lot of stiffness in the back, in the back legs and in the front legs, whereas genetics are modifying in order to not allow those tears. But at the same time, it makes the dogs move like Frankenstein. If you notice, a lot of the dogs in the show ring, they move in a fashion that they just don't move their legs really. It's like a more of a hop or waddle type of thing instead of the smooth flow that we used to see with the other dogs. This is because the joints are bad. The same thing is happening to the back. The back either extends very, very long to help deal with the proportions and take the weight and the stress off of certain areas, or you have almost a spinal fusion, or I won't even say almost, a real spinal fusion to where the dog is very tight, compact, but it moves very, very stiff. And sometimes you even notice that I'm doing it with my neck because I'm thinking of it. You'll notice that these dogs tend to look like they have very, very stiff necks. These are all issues. And these are dogs that shouldn't be bred, and these are dogs who eventually will succumb to these issues because there are more underlying issues that seem to follow. If you look at the studies, that dogs who have these spinal and these joint issues, that's just the tip of the iceberg. A lot of times you will have cardiovascular issues and you'll have issues with the organs, and if I don't know if y'all have noticed this, but a lot more dogs are dying of liver failure in this community, and that has everything to do with function. The worse that these dogs are bred, the more experimenting and all the things that's going on in this community, the dogs' immune systems and their general function will break down. And it's pathetic that we continue to go for more size. No matter what, we're going to go for the size. But the size is killing the dogs, you know. Not to say you can't have a bully dog, but the extremes that we're going to and ignoring the issues that are coming along with these dogs, and there's far more than just the joint fusions that I've talked about on this video. The dogs will mutate more and more. You will see more eyes that come closer and closer together. You'll start to see longer and snipier muzzles or very, very short muzzles. You'll see the legs get longer, they'll get too short. You will notice more and more heart murmurs. Oh, too late. There's already a lot more heart murmurs. This is all part of bad breeding and not understanding genetics and not being selective in your picks and your choices. We have to get back to where conformation, health, and functionality are at the top of the list as far as what we want our breed to be. If we can do that, we can succeed. But right now, we're going to be stuck in a bad place because I don't know a lot of people who are breeding for the main characteristics of this breed. It's more so just breeding for a ribbon. And as we know, they'll give a ribbon to about anything. So just putting that in your ear, man. God bless y'all. Look forward to getting on the live with y'all. Till next time. Peace.